So this is a yuzu cocktail with rum, yuzu, lime juice, and honey, and bitters, and sparkling wine, which is fun. And then this is a shiso with vodka, yellow chartreuse, and green tea. Oh my god, it's so good. I love that. I'm just a big rum fan. Willie! Ramen in Japan is kind of equal to barbecue in America, right? Every region kind of has their own style. Afuri is doing the Tokyo style, and I'm not versed enough to know what it is, but I like that it's very specific throughout the country. And we have this yuzu rattan ramen that we're eating. You always listen to chefs talk about like, oh, this soup has layers and the flavors are deep and there's depth. And I'm always like, okay, that's something that I'll probably never understand. It's just soup, right? It's just a broth. And then I came here to Afuri and I was like, oh, I get it. You can taste the different layers. And they make their own fresh noodles here. The noodles in the yuzu rattan are actually really thin, but they absorb, you can see, look at this, look at all that color that you get on those noodles. They cling to the noodles, which is exactly what you want in a ramen noodle. Sukemen, the idea of sukemen is it's basically the same dish, but instead of the noodles being immersed in the broth, you dip it. I love the lemon notes in that, and this is like a cool dish, so on a hot day, it's like 85, 90 degrees today. It's just so refreshing. So we've got this like, what looks like it's kind of fried pork, which I think goes well with the cold and the dipping sauce, as opposed to the char siu, which is like this big flat, almost pancetta looking thing that they cook over fire, like with the coals. You really get the smoke. Okay. Smoke really comes through on that. And it's just a little fatty, but it's rendered well. But I like that I get a lot of pork flavor in this. The broth sticks to everything, so it's all these different kinds of flavors. Nationally, because of Dave Chang and Momofuku and him being on like Mind of a Chef, and obviously now with his own show, like ramen in the last 10 years, and probably earlier in New York because he's been doing it for a while, has become this like, oh my god, ramen isn't just top ramen, 59 cents bullshit dorm food. It has this really deep, hundreds of years old tradition to it. And when I moved to Portland, I was lucky enough that we had all the people from Japan coming to Portland, right? I've been to a place where like, oh, well, this was like the OG ramen spot. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's go try it from like, 12 years ago. And it just like isn't good. Like it was like it had no depth of flavor. It really just felt like chicken water or pork water with shitty noodles in them. And then with Marukan, which we'll go to, and what's that place up on Williams? Can't think of it. We'll put it in post. And then Afuri here, we have all this like really legit, like they take the time to, oh god, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. This really rich, beautiful ramen culture here, which is, trendy for sure, but like I'm really glad that it exists because ramen is one of my favorite foods. Really, like of all time. It's fresh noodles, amazing broth, some grilled pork, and an egg. That's everything, right? That's everything that we need. So it's really cool that Portland has become like kind of a hotspot for ramen. All right, so like Adam and I have already eaten the 6-minute egg. I'll go here with the dipping sauce. Eggs have got to be one of the most magical things on the planet. You can do anything with them, and these are so good. I'm sorry I ate the whole thing, Adam. It's for the film. It's for the passion.